Hello again, I am Jimbo. Welcome back to another episode of Jimsville and some more City Skylines PS4 edition. And we're going to be expanding and continuing our development of this little area over here. That's kind of the plan for today. What I also want to do is maybe reroute this railway ever so slightly as well. We've got a little bit of a queue over here. Why is that? It's just lots of trains all wanting to use the same station at the same time. There we go, we've got one that's whizzing through, and another one. Yeah, busy little station, this one. Johto station has always been very busy. But yeah, what I want to do is maybe reroute that railway line a little bit so it's not so close to the river, because it does impact on where I can actually place buildings going all the way around the lake, not the river, sorry. So what I want to try and do is, let's just pause time. There we go. If I take out this piece here, and this piece here, like so, what if I were to be able to reroute it? Where's trains? There we go. That way instead. Yes, that works. Are we on straight? Yes, we are now. I'm actually going to take this do I want to take this all the way up into the hills? The railway would traditionally not go through, it would not go up a mountain, it would go through it. So let's try and actually put that feature in. Let's try and get this done in such a way that it would actually look a little bit more realistic. Let's curve it first of all. Let's go into some freeforming. And bring that line around this way. I'm trying to create that illusion. Where does the ground come back out? It's about here, isn't it? Nope, that's too far. So let's drop in a line like that. Basically, I'm going to need the line to go there, and now it should be able to come back out. There we go. That works. Beautiful. So that actually looks like it goes just through the hillside as opposed to up and over it. So now I need to curve this around. So sweep across here like so. Bring it around. Now if I take this section out, beautiful, there we go. So now I can remove all this section here. And what this does is now gives me a nice wider section of area that I can work along here on the banks of the lake, especially as we get to about this area here, and it really sort of drives its way all the way out there. Let's just remove the rest of this. These red trains are completely unimportant. we go. And so basically I've just flipped that junction on its head, so whereas it was going off this way, I've now just basically obviously flipped it, and instead of having that be the predominant piece of the junction, I've now made that the predominant piece and brought it round this way instead. So if we unpause time, follow these trains around. Yeah, it looks like it's going into a tunnel, which is good. And it looks like it's coming out of a tunnel. That's excellent. That's exactly the kind of effect that I wanted to create over there. And then we've got this long sweeping line cutting through the countryside here before it comes into our sort of built up area. And that one's actually going off and to another station. But yeah, there we go. Awesome. Problem solved. We now have all that extra space, which is really, really good. But we have all of this space here as well that isn't doing anything. So let's do something about that. I'm actually going to put in another roundabout just here. So I'm going to take that chunk out there. And that chunk out there. Like that. And now let's get straight. I want to go out one block. And up one block. And across. This is another easy way of doing roundabouts. Once you know where you want to place it, and creating an intersection first is usually the easiest way to do it. So you have your center points. Draw yourself across, and then just go across. You've got nice, easy snap points for your curves as you create them like that. There we go, and there we have a nice, easy, laid out roundabout there. So now I can just reconnect that. There we go. Let's check the traffic is flowing the right way this time. Yes, it is. Good. So that gives me a little bit more of an option as well as to what I want to do now. It is actually quite big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. But that's fine, because it means I can actually branch off in multiple directions now. So if I wanted to, I could quite comfortably have a junction just there, as well as a junction just there. It's big enough to actually support that. You'll notice it just kind of snaps in place if there is a potential junction that fits nice and smoothly. So there's the next junction just there, which is obviously opposite that one there, and then the next one will be just there, and you can see again it just snaps into place. So obviously there'll be one just here as well, like that. On the smaller roundabouts it won't do that, and what it will do is if you put in something here on a much smaller custom built roundabout, it will start to distort the shape of the circle. I can actually give you a visual example of that over here, I believe. Oh no, I extended the size of that roundabout, but originally one of these pieces here was actually really, really condensed. Why is it suddenly so busy over here at this roundabout? Oh, it's all the farm traffic. So why is it coming down there? Is it just diverting because it can't get around the roundabout? I think it might be. So all that farm traffic is definitely having a knock-on effect. I did say that we would have to keep an eye on that, and then completely forgot to keep an eye on that. So, whoops. Yeah, we'll have to find another way to route our farm traffic, I think. What we could do, we could actually put in a little rail hub, I suppose. A little cargo rail freight just over here, perhaps. Yeah, let's quickly do that. So let's take this as our point. And let's go to rail. We want a cargo terminal. And which way is the railway going? Let's put it on that side. And now I want to go to rail. God, why does it always go dark whenever I'm about to do this, something like this, so I can never see what it is I'm doing? That's frustrating. Yeah, that works. So I just need to make sure there's power and water going into here. There's the water. And now the power. So she just take it from somewhere where there is definitely power. There we go. And what it does mean now is that I can actually reposition this. I don't want to follow that. Let's reposition that. We'll stick that there, actually. That kind of works. Of course, I have broken that power connection that I put in, but that's fine. Just a little hop over the road there. And then just to make sure that we have power flowing all the way across, because that might not generate enough on its own, we'll connect it that way as well. But hopefully that'll reduce some of this cargo traffic. It's going to make that quite a busy intersection, isn't it? Let's put an underground slip road in to avoid that junction. That's not straight. Let's bring a road down and across. There we go. And now might be easy to just do it like this and then upgrade the road. This is another little trick I like to use, is building the road in two-lane traffic, and then once I've built it, see, it gives me a chance to actually just get everything in with straight lines. And then I can upgrade the road using the upgrade tool. That's a little bit awkward, but it'll do. And let's change direction on this. There we go. And now I need to upgrade. Make this a one-way slip road. that piece as well. And now change direction. There we go. Let's see if any of this traffic starts to use that little slip road there. At the moment, no. is the answer. They're all still routing out that way. But yeah, that's definitely a major increase in traffic that I just didn't pay attention to. Seems to be coping okay for the most part, but there are obviously certain times of the day where it's going to get really, really busy, rush hours and stuff, and especially when all those buses start going into service, and it's going to add a little bit of extra pressure to our little crossover here. It doesn't seem to work very well over here because you have the traffic. Again, it just doesn't seem to educate itself very cleverly as to what lane to be in. Maybe, let me just see what would happen if I were to make that 6 lane like that. I can't do it on that piece because of that piece just there. What about if I did it there? Can I get in there? No, I can't because of those pillars. That isn't helping either. So let's just undo those changes. There we go. You just have to live with that, unfortunately. There doesn't seem to be anything else I can do. Hopefully that'll, you can see immediately, just because of that messing around, the impact it had just there. As all that traffic just kind of started wedging up on itself. Should start to smooth out a little bit now and flow a little bit better. But again, look, you can see all the traffic's just wanting to go one way. It's just so frustrating when it doesn't want to work properly. Well, not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. So we have our little slip road. Well, some vehicles are using it, just not enough. And where are these guys going? Are these guys going back over the other side? Some of them are. So again, it makes sense to maybe have a slip road going the opposite way as well. Let's move that to that side of the road. And now let's put in an underground slip road over here. I'm also going to move this to there. I'm going to break that little power connection there. That's fine. I'm going to remove it completely. And let's have another underground slip road. Okay, and now if I go to slip road, freeform that over, and upgrade. There we go. That'll hopefully help ease that a little bit. Okay, So that should help alleviate a little bit of the traffic. You know, some of the stuff will now go down to the rails connection instead of having to go through the city. So that will help over there. Wow, that's eating up a lot more time than I thought it would do. Let's come back over here. We haven't really done much over here at all, apart from put in a roundabout. That's pretty, and reroute a railway. All right, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. I'm going to start drawing in some extra zoning and stuff, and then I'll come back to you once that's done. Okay, so what I've done here is just added in a little bit of extra zoning over here. I've actually put some office blocks in this area here to help deal with the industrial requirements. So I've got some offices just there, some extra residential going over here. I've expanded this section over here with some extra side roads and put in a little bit more commercial, a little bit more residential over here. I've also linked up to the roundabout just there, and also linked up to the roundabout just there as well, as you can see. And then over here, I've put in a station, and I've put in a very small block, very, very small district of leisure just there, so that we can get some hotels and go in. And we've also got a casino. They're a little bit big, so I may scale those down a little bit by just reducing the amount of zoning width in that. And then this line, why is it whenever I go to show off railway, it always goes dark the second I go to start showing off a railway line. So we'll come back to that in just a second. But yeah, as you can see, we're expanding over here a little bit as well. You know, I've added in a little bit more zoning down here. And up by the station, I've also added in a second police and fire station as well. So this whole area is really starting to come to life a little bit more in depth now. It's getting a little bit bigger. If you look at our sort of requirements, we're still hovering around the 54,000 population. But one thing I did notice as I was putting in the railway line is over here we do still have some low density. And I'm going to get rid of that. So let's replace these low density blocks with high density. Like so. And then it's getting a little bit brighter so I can show you some of the changes. Why are we getting brownouts? Have I broken a power line somewhere? I have. Somewhere I've broken a power line. Oh, it's this one just here because of that railway line. Alright, well, let's, now that we have this here, let's actually draw a power line from the power plant. Can I get it over here because of the, oh. Ah, well, I can. Just do that. That works. Just raise those up on pillars so that they can drop in between the railway lines like that and between the freeway lines. That works. So that'll get power back into that area there. I can actually probably get rid of that power line going up there completely now. So let's do that. In fact, actually go into power lines like this so I can see them a little bit clearer. Just got to be careful I don't take out the bridge by mistake. But yeah, we can strip this power line out completely now. Like so. And so this bit of power line could come out as well. No need for that to be there. Yeah, there we go. Our power station is splitting off both of those districts. So I've run power lines along the back here, as you can see, just dropping into this area here. So the little bit of power that this generates can also contribute to the grid. And then the power line runs all the way along here to our little office slash commercial slash station area over here. It's still dark. And then obviously we have power coming in over there as well. So we don't need the power running all the way down here now, so we can take this section out. And let's just tidy that up just a touch, like that. Fantastic. There we go. And now it's daylight, so see why we've got a power line loose over here. Alright, okay, I see. Let's take it from, say, there, straight across. Just drop it into that section there, and let's just remove this random power line from here. Like that, there we go. So now I can show you the railway line that I've put in. So I've just made this sort of weird little split junction over here. That's a crossover slash turn junction, so traffic can go, well, the trains can go pretty much any direction there. They can go straight ahead, or they can go that way. Trains from here can go either straight ahead or go that way, and then obviously just here we have this split so that they can go that way. So I think we're pretty covered in terms of traffic routes for the trains, but I need to put a train line in, so let's do that. Let's create a new commuter line. We'll go with, I want to go with orange. Oh, it's green. No, I don't want a green line. Already got a pinkish line. Got a blue line, that'll do. So we're going to run this all the way over to Channington and then all the way back again. Like so. And let's actually run with one of those trains just so you can see the new line itself that's been put in. Let's just grab that coach, that'll do. So there we go. We've got passengers getting onto the train. We go up and over our freeway junction just there. Back down again. Up and over that freeway junction just there. You saw a lot of traffic there again. We've just put some high res in, which is why it's proving quite busy on that junction there. So a lot of all those new houses are being filled up. A lot of extra residential traffic coming into the district. And we might need to space that out a little bit. Unfortunately, I am getting freight traffic joining the commuter line. There's not a lot I can do about that at the moment without actually creating a second branch purely for freight, but I don't really want to have to do that. And then it's just a straight shuttle, as you can see, all the way back. To our little station over there. So there we go, we have a new little shuttle line. And what we can actually do as well is put in a shuttle service. What colour is that? Is that the same colour? Can't tell if I've created a line or not. I don't think I have. There we go. That's a green line. Actually, let's make this shuttle service. Let's move this one. So let's take this. It's going the other way. I see, I don't want it to do that. So let's try doing it with a brand new line instead. Cause that line is green, that'll do. Let's see, can I route it this way and go purely just... Yes, I can. And we'll loop that back here, like so. And there we go, we have another commuter line. And this will help split traffic. So again, we're going to follow this one. So get up to our intersection. I'm going to whiz along here into the tunnel. out of the other end of the tunnel. Along this long, lovely countryside, sort of over here. Oh, camera's trying to auto pan. And then into our station there, which is by far our busiest station. There's just so much traffic. Oh, God, camera, stop trying to auto spin. And there's our little freight junction over there for our town. I might put a little station in just over here for this town as well. In which case, if I do, I'll add an extra stop for our shuttle, our green shuttle service over here. But there we go. Oh, train went out of service. Which is why it went red. Yeah, let's do that as well. Let's add in a little station over here. We'll do that very quickly before we run out of time, because we are, you know, slightly into an overrun of time here. Let's bring a road down here. Which way do I want the road to be? Actually, let's take this road. Let's bring this road down a bit. And we'll go like this. Actually, we'll take it along a little bit further. There we go. Let's drop in a station. Am I a little bit close? I am a little bit close. Alright, let's do it from here instead. No, I know where to do it. Let's bring that road down like that. There we go. We'll have our station our station just here. Height too high. Oh, it's because of that. Alright, well, let's see if we can put it on this side instead. Yeah, that works. So we've got a little terminus station just here. And then I want railway line. Like so. Oops. And I want to connect. Let's go freeform. Like that. And then coming off here. Connecting like that. There we go. Let's get this powered and watered. A little slip pipe coming off like so. It's already got power, that's good, don't need to worry about that. And now I just need to amend that train line that we created a moment ago. So we want to go to this one here. So I want to move this stop, drag it over to this station like so, and then I want to add in another stop. Let's see if I can do it just by dragging the stop, or do I need to actually delete the line? I think I might need to delete the line. Alright, so we'll very quickly delete the line and start again. We'll run it from here. What colour are we? Pale blue. Yeah, pale blue will do. Let's go to this station. And then from there, we'll go to that station. And then loop back to there. And then complete the line there. So, the last act will be to check out this new train here. Make sure that this is actually running the way I want it to. Let's spin around a little bit. Follow. off we go. So into the tunnel under the mountain there. Coming out the other side. This should now pull left, which it does. Pulls into the station. Now it should turn and go left again, which it is doing. Excellent. So this will run out to Johto. Hit Johto station. It should then obviously loop back and repeat the journey that it's just done in reverse. So it should go to our little farm town before spinning around and going back to our other lake town. Getting a lot of traffic in that station there. Might need to actually think about putting in a second station at Johto, because it is getting quite busy there. Or at least have some kind of side loop. And this red train is kind of knackering things up. Don't need that red train to be there. Come on, move, move, move. One of these trains is eventually just going to cancel itself. I'm hoping it's going to be the red train. There it goes. Oh, we've got another one just appeared. There we go. Wow, look how many people are using this station. Look how busy that station is already. We've only just put it in, and look at the number of people on that platform. That is insane. They must all be going off towards Kanto and Johto, I'm guessing. Although maybe some are going off to Chellington. Let's see, this is the one where everyone's going to shoot off. Loads of people have got on this one. And it's still getting on. Yeah, this one wants to go to Johto. Ah, that's a problem. Alright, so it's not going to work like that. We are going to have to very quickly fix this. Let's pause time. Let's relocate. It's going to have to go on a side road there so that we can go in and out. It's the only way it's going to work. So let's move that like that. Let's move the station. Height too high, come on. Take that out, take that out. And I'm going to have to connect it. Like that. Like that. Now let's just check the train line. This should now hopefully loop itself in here. I'm going to need to drag that stop in there like that. So that's got that going in that way. And then it just kind of stops. That's the other stop there that needs to be dragged. There we go. Perfect. So now we have a little side station. There's no power there. Let's quickly fix that. Like so. Let's take that piece of track out. It's a little clunky to have that kind of loop going around like that, but it does divert the trains off the main line to hit the station, while the rest of the traffic can kind of whiz along, in theory. We're still getting tails, look. Still getting queues. But at least now we have a station that is kind of a nice sort of off-the-path shuttle station. Let's actually... just smooth this section out a little bit. So let's bring a piece of track off at a shallower angle. That's a little bit smoother. And it also creates a bigger junction as well, or a bigger bypass loop like that, so hopefully trains won't get in each other's way quite so much. It's just a shame I can't really do much more about this because we're so close to that road there. There we go, we have our working station which now connects Johto to our farm town, to our new town over here and back again, and we also have a rail link that connects our new town over here all the way over to Channington. So it's all starting to look very nice and all nicely connected. So that's the end of this particular episode. Let's see how busy this station is. This station's quite busy as well, look. That's great to see that the people are actually using the train lines. So yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will be back with some more City Skylines PS4 edition very soon.